snap back. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Head bang, whiplash past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make it get slapped. It's so brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California, speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Man, these talk to be wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12. You wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my views too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real. It's so
Cali, go closer. You like a lot of to the clipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no loner. California, ill as pneumonia when we confold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but the brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your range, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game coded in polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya, because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the roller.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. White son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. White son of a gun. Cause I ain't done just yet.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is the offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
13 loose. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nick Scorton. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Here's Renfro to return. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Blue 32. Punt.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
38. Ready.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go. 30. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Young now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They go play action. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Drill 52. Let's go. Ready?
Hubbard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Down. Green Jack. 10.
Young to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, easy, route.
Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a first. And 10.
Hey, let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hey, go. Great job.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, run!
Lawrence going to throw again. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up for the 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
23. Still.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Break down. Hut.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. There's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They go play action with Lawrence. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
Easy. Read a quick. Lisa 24.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
29-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Big 13 heavy.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend. Sure that he's right.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with ETN. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but fourth down coming up. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal.
Kill.
Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jags take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Okay, ready?
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic. I think that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, Now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Oh, the return is Renfro. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Young will set to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. He gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there, giving an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, I'm gone.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by Strange. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10
We're
at
at
the
23.
42-yard line.
Hey, tomato. Here we go.
Handoff running left is ETN. And he's taken down inside the 30. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's another Jaguars.
Lisa 24.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, easy. Route.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Fish, ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Panthers.
It's Young off play action. That's taken in. It's Xavier again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He was brought down by Foya Sade and Lewican.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Set.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Hut, hut.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Young now. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
On the set. Striker, 3-3. Set, hut, hut, hut.
Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Black 40. Ready, ready.
They're going to try and run. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
This is 47-yard line. Hey, Ginger, tight.
Another toe for Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. And the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
Red, cycle.
Young to throw. That one complete to Lieber. And they're able to get this one across the 35. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
Let's go.
Now Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Okay,
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Young. Got a man. That's Ligon. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you.